Okay, we will continue now. Last year we finished off with Rambam Pei Daled kiddush hachodesh. Please take a Rambam. Pause the video. Open a Rambam. I'll not show it on the screen now, so you should have a Rambam in front of you. The Rambam will be finished already. Halacha Aleph, Beis, Gimel, and Daled, and Hey. Well, actually, we finished the whole Perek. Yes. We're up to Perek Tezvav. I'll just give a short what we did in Perek Daled. Daled, we went through the few terms we'll pass by. Well, first we went through there's such a thing as called Emtza Yereach. That means the Emtza Yereach means the mean motion of the moon. And this picture, it's C. E is Earth, C is the moon. And that Rambam says, here you see Shemesh, and this C is the mean moon, average place where the moon is. And the Rambam said in Halacha Beis, it goes 13 degrees and 10 halakim each day. We explained last time that this is complicated. From E to O, O to C, that's how the rods work, is E, O, O, C. But right now, we want to ignore that. Just want to understand that from E to C, that's where the moon is, the Emtza Yereach. Then we explained that there is something that this CG that sticks out, that somehow gets pushed a little bit back and forth. And then there's CM, that's a big rod. All these things we explained very well. If you don't understand it, please watch again the old videos. So right now, we're up to this point. We have the moon where it says M. And this is already after it got pushed, after the big rod and the small rod. This is the final position of the real moon. So again, right now we just have the center, that's C, the real moon. So this point is called the Emtza Yereach. This is called Yereach Amiti. And the angle of GCM, this is important, the terminology here, that is called Maslul, the Maslul Hanochen. Maslul Hanochen is because it's already corrected with that tiny motion that we explained in the last video. So the final CM is like the final place where the moon is, so it's called Maslul Hanochen. Now, this video will explain to find out, standing at E, this angle here, that's called Manosa Maslul, the angle CEM. This tiny angle is the difference where the real moon is seen and the mean moon. And as you see on the picture, that it's dependent on the angle of GCM. According to the angle of Maslul Hanochen, that determines what this angle will be, or the angle CEM will be. So, we'll just say again what is the sun is somewhere here. Why? Because the sun is always exactly in between C, E, O. Half of this angle. It's half of this. Shemesh EC is double of the distance from the Shemesh to C. The Shemesh is somewhere here in between, and doubles. Once we know the Shemesh and C, we double that, and that's how we know the angle of not shemesh, we'll call this OEC. OEC is double than the angle of shemesh EC. We explained all these things quite a while, so if you don't understand, I'm now saying it short. We said it already. So this final chapter, the Rambam in Kazvav explains how to find Manasseh Mastel, that's angle CEM. I'll just go through this page. You should be able to see. Okay. OEC is Merchik Kofel, 2 times Shemesh Emtsoi minus Yerech Emtsoi. It's double the amount from Shemesh Emtsoi, Yerech Emtsoi. You double that, that's how you find, that's the angle CEO. The Rambam gives you values, Merchik Kofel, to find the Sefes Mastel. We're not going to go into that. Okay. Next, Mastel Nochen is angle GCM. This is the final position of the moon, GCM. The Rambam explains if it's less than 180, then we deduct it. If this is already on the other side, so then obviously it's add. So in other words, the Shemesh Hamiti, the Yerech Hamiti can either be behind the Yerech Emtsoi, as in this case, or if this rod CM is on the other side, that means it's above 180. So GCM is more than 180, then the Yerech Hamiti is further than the Yerech Emtsoi. So the angle GCM is Mastel Nochen. CEM is Manasseh Mastel. CEM is called Manasseh Mastel. Now take the Rambam and you can. I'm not going to say over the whole Rambam, but I will skip to Halacha Dalet. Rambam says, how much degrees? In this picture, the Mastel al-Nochen is, I would say, 60 degrees. This angle looks like 60 degrees, maybe 70 degrees. So, if the it's more than 180, next, halacha hey dash im bia masla noch in meo shmoyim b'shova ishloish meis b'shisha b'shova eiloi mona el yeh makem erechem tzoy the shasariya hu makoyim amiti. Imagine that it comes out after the calculations that CM is either 360 or 0 or it's 180. It means the rod is all the way here. The rod goes in this motion, it goes clockwise. So then obviously there's no, this angle doesn't exist. So we just know that whatever CEO is, that's exactly where the M is also. You don't need to know any more information. You don't need to do the math to find this angle because there's no angle. Now the Rambam Halacha Vav goes through Kama Himanasa Mastel. The Rambam starts if it's Eser Milos. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the numbers according to the correction from Savyat Oxford, and Rabbi Kalekstein in a Sefer brings it. I'll repeat it here, I guess it should be recorded. It's 10 miles, the Rambam says 50 halakim. 20, it's 1 mile and 38 halakim. 30, it's 2 miles and 24 halakim. 40, 3 miles and 6 halakim. 50, 3 miles and 44 halakim. 60, 4 miles and 16 halakim. 70, 4 miles and 41 halakim. 80, 5 miles. 90 and 110 are both 5 miles and 8 halakim. And then, I'm sorry, 90 and 100. And 110 it goes back down. It's 4 miles and 59. 120, 4 miles and 40. 130, 4 miles 11. 140, 333. 150, 248. 160, 156. 170, 59. Okay, so this is the mathematics behind it. In case somebody's interested, you don't have to understand this. If you don't wish, you can just stop it here. This is just like for somebody who learned some trigonometry, be curious to know how we derive this angle, CEM. So there's a rule in trigonometry that any triangle, if you know, there's three unknowns in a triangle. There is CM, ME or EM, and CE. So there's a few identities. This is basically called the cosine rule. You can Google it, cosine rule. That you can find the proof for it. So we take CE squared is equal to. Oh, so first, I'm sorry. You have to do a few things here. First, we have to. There's another triangle here also. You can see there's two triangles here. Let me just get the C here to be able to see. Okay, there's CEM is one triangle, and CEO is another triangle. So the way to do it is like this. Our goal is to find this angle here, CEM. So first we do CE squared plus EO is equal to EO squared plus OC squared minus 2EO OC cosine EOC. That is solving this triangle here, COE, this triangle. And this gives us CE squared. We know how long CE is. We know what EO is. And let's assume EO is 1. So OC would be, I'm going to write it down here. If you know the ratios that the Rambam gives us, I'm going to write it down here. CO is equal to 1. I'm sorry, EO. EO is equal to 1. CO is equal to 4.815,832, and then the last one is CM equal to 0.50727. So these ratios are given by the Kadmonim, and that's how they calculated, they figured it out. So once you know this information here, it is quite simple to calculate the rest, because once you know these ratios, so first you need to solve for, okay, so let's try the first formula. The first formula, we know EO, we know OC. So the angle EOC is also known, because EOC would be the complementary of 180. We know you know what, I'll explain in the next tape because I'm running out of time here. So we'll explain in the next tape.